Scene one, take one.
You have been traveling a lot lately, Suryo. Any interesting ideas that might have popped up lately?
Yeah, funny you mentioned that. It's not interesting, but it's a little bit weird. I had this thought about funerals, and which is a strange kind of thing. But funerals in a way that when people pass on, generally there's a eulogy and people give a speech about the person. And very rarely does the eulogy ever say that, thank goodness this guy has moved on from Earth, Earth's a better place.
Right.
So that's not very normal. And I think 100% of the time, virtually 100% of the cases, the speech goes something like, this person came to Earth, left it a better place than when he first came or she first came, and they did good, they did the best they could, and we're happy that they've moved on. So it's always a very positive thing. But the next question that popped up was, if everybody's trying to do good, how come the Earth we live on and the planet we live on and the way we live is not going in such a healthy direction? What seems to be the situation, right? Where all this good is happening individually, but yet we seem to be falling apart. So that was the buzz in my head.
That's actually a very interesting thing what you're saying. So, while thinking about that during your flights, did any ideas came up on why this might be happening? I think you're absolutely right. But then why is not the world a perfect place if all of us are trying to do good stuff in life?
I think it gets back to some natural laws that are also operating, because if you look at two people, this person is doing good, this person is doing good, but when we bring them together, there's some kind of friction that gets created, because we are vibrating at some kind of different frequencies, and that friction could be the cause of cancelling out the good that might be going on. So that's the image that popped up.
Did you happen to think about any ideas on how to remove that? It could be very interesting to be able to remove that friction that happens when we work together or when we are together.
Well, this is where I go back to my engineering training, and it's quite classic. In friction, if you look at friction, typically most engineers, they use three techniques to reduce friction. One is you remove the unwanted parts, things that are not necessary. Sometimes friction is being caused by things that are not needed in that environment or system. The second is you streamline. You see cars becoming more aerodynamic. You see planes becoming more aerodynamic. So that would be another technique. And the third thing is you use some oil. You lubricate the moving parts. So three things, I think: remove, streamline, and lubricate could be ways in which we can remove this friction. And the first point, I did see a video that was quite telling, and maybe we should watch that. It might give us a clue as to how to remove certain things and see what impact that has on friction.